folks, welcome back. Me, SMW Simulations, with Survival, episode number 5 on Western Wilds. Now, if you remember on our last episode, all of our equipment was taken by the bank. So, we pretty much have nothing. So, we're going to have to start over. So, if we look at the sales, yeah, nothing we could use. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Farmall 460, 560. We'll go ahead and we'll put 560 horsepower on it. The 560 model gives us 80 horsepower for $3,500. So let's go ahead and we'll get that. Now as I'm heading down there, we've got a contract from Collins. He wants us to go ahead and cultivate in that grass field for him. He's willing to pay $5,000, so we'll go ahead and get our tractor and a cultivator and go check in with him on that. See what he wants, how big he wants. And then we're going to look at getting a sprayer for us and hopefully getting those weeds taken care of in our wheat field. Alright, not a bad tractor for $3,500. Looks pretty nice. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and we'll get that cultivator. Alright. Go ahead and hook up, and I'll head on down to Collins's, and I'll bring you back in when we're there. Alrighty, folks. Well, just talked to Collins, and pretty much explained that he just wants a small grass field cut out here where we cleared the trees out last time. So, let's go ahead and we'll get this field cut for him and see what we've got going on after that. Maybe he'll want us to plant the grass, who knows. But it's going to be $5,000 that we can use. So let's just go ahead and get to cutting a small field for him here. I apologize about the delay in videos. I had some personal problems that had to be dealt with. As soon as I got them dealt with, then I'm able to start recording again. So maybe now they can be a little bit more productive and get them out a little bit more. So remember, if you folks want a business on here, just tell me what kind of business you'd like to run and a little bit of backstory with it. And in the comments, I'll go ahead and get a business set up. So we had another couple of businesses move in over the winter. We had a market and an auto repair shop. We'll go check those out here when we're done doing this. We just need to make us some money first before we go exploring around. So just leave me in the comments what you'd like to see and I'll get it done. So I'll bring you back in as soon as we're done cultivating this field, because I know you probably don't want to see it any more than I want doing it. So, talk to you in just a minute, folks. Alright, folks, welcome back. Now, me and Collins came up to an agreement while I was out here cultivating this up. He came out and talked to me. Since it's just a small field, I'm only going to go ahead and accept $2,500 for it for right now. But then we'll get the other $2,500 for it when we come back and plant it for him. He asked if we could go ahead and do that. He's got a full-time job, so that gives us something to do, way to make a little bit of extra money and help a person out, you know. So we're only going to take the $2,500 for now. We'll come back, plant this later on for another $2,500. And since he's a friend, you know, don't want to gyp him, and you know, as long as we treat him well, we maybe can end up clearing out the rest of this and getting it planted for him. So we'll go ahead, give ourselves $2,500. Alrighty, there's $2,500. Alright, now let's go ahead. We'll get this back over to our farm, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at a couple of sprayers. You can actually go ahead and look at them while we're on the way here. One of them that I was thinking about, be easier going through sprayers here, was the John Deere 250 sprayer. And it'll only hold 1,000 liters of herbicide, and it's 5850, got a 9-meter working width. But we've also got the Lizard sprayer, just sprayer, at $6,000. Will only hold 600 liters, but goes at 12 meters. So it's an extra $150. Holds 400 liters less, but goes at 3 meters longer. So if we go ahead and we'll check the horsepower requirements, I think we're good. We don't have horsepower requirements. Okay. Sorry, I don't normally use sprayers. I normally just turn weeds off. But anyway, yeah, I think the best route to go would be with the John Deere sprayer, the 250. I mean, not as long, but it holds more. So in that aspect, I think, you know, since it does hold more, we'll be able to work a little bit more consistently instead of just stopping and going to refill it all the time. But my plan is today to go ahead and get some chickens. And I'm going to talk to the manager up at the store and maybe see if when we need feed, if he can just deliver it to us. I'm sure he charges a fee, but since we've got really no way to pick it up and to haul it, I'm thinking I'll just see if they might be able to deliver it to us. From what I remember of my childhood, my grandparents were good friends with the store manager here, so we'll find out when it comes to that point. But I think we're going to buy some chickens today. Start trying to get us some money made without having to log. So I'll bring you back in after I've dropped this off, and I'm back at the shop to pick up a sprayer, fill it with herbicide, and talk to the store manager. So just hang tight for a second, folks. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Went in and called ahead to the store manager, charged it to our card. He went ahead, put this out here for us. So we're going to go ahead and hook up to it. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and have a talk with him real quick. See if he might be able to deliver us at least some chicken feed before we get ours planted. So let's go ahead and have a talk with him. Alrighty, folks, well, talk was a success. He said he could go ahead and deliver chicken feed to us for a little bit of extra, but you know, I'm willing to pay that. You know, just because I have a way to haul it, but I got no way to load it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Have him deliver the chicken feed to us so we can at least have some chickens. So now let's go ahead. We'll get some herbicide in this. Alright, filling with herbicide. Now we just need to get these weeds cleared off of our wheat field, or else it's really going to hurt our harvest when we do harvest. And I'm thinking we're just going to have to buy the cheapest harvester we can get away with to be able to get that harvested. But it'll get us some chicken feed in the meantime. So let's go down. We'll get this sprayed and get those weeds off of it. I don't like weeds. Now, if you guys have any other ideas for making money on this map, please send them across, because the only way I know how is by either bank loans or by logging, and I really despise logging. I know they've done quite a bit with it, but I really don't like it. But we're going to go ahead and set a worker to do this while we go out and see the new additions to the town. Not a lot, but a couple anyway. I mean, the town's growing. It's going to take them a bit, but it's getting there. Alright, worker is set. You can keep going. Thank you. And it looks like we still have crop destruction on. Well, we're going to have to deal with that. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll jump in our pickup, drop the trailer, and we'll go check out what we've got going on here. Spin this around so we can pull our trailer out the way we want to next time. Stops really quick, got really good brakes. Alright, now we are on the roll. And I know it hasn't been washed or fixed up yet, but right now we don't really have the money to spend on buying anything to wash it with. So let's go ahead, we'll check out what we've got going on here. Bring you back in just a second, folks. Alright, folks, I had to bring you back in. Well, I made a boo-boo here. It seems I was fertilizing it when I had already fertilized. So I bought the wrong thing. So we're going to come over here, we're going to unload. That can go ahead and sit right there. I called ahead to the shop. They've got a pallet or a container like that of liquid or of herbicide sitting out. So in that way we can start getting rid of the weeds, because the fertilizing is not going to do anything since it's already got 2 stages on it. So that is my bad, folks. I apologize for that. Alright, now that we're gonna have the right stuff. Now we can do what we need to do. Again, folks, I'm sorry about that. It hurt my money just as much as my pride. So we'll get this going. I'll set a worker to do it again, just like last time. And I will head down and bring you back in at the first business. Alrighty, folks. Well, first business is a repair shop that moved in. I haven't talked to the owner yet. I haven't really had the need to, so we have this shop here. It's just between Collins's farm and the BGA. So now when we do need repairs, we'll just go ahead, come down here. Maybe we can make friends with him and see what he can offer us. The other new business moved in just down the street from the police station and impound and the bank. So we'll head down there and see what's going on there. Alrighty, folks, as we get past the bank and the police department here, we end up finding the market. Well, market looks like a nice little place. Looks like they can take some product too, so maybe we've got a new sell point here in town. Sure beats just having the farmer's market and the train depot, so maybe they can offer us a better price, so it's at least something. We'll go ahead and we'll head back up to our farm and see how the guy we hired is doing. Since we're paying them, hope they're not slacking off, you know. Don't want to pay somebody that's not actually doing their job. So I'll meet you back up there as soon as we're there. Alrighty, folks. Well, we're back at Wits End Farm. Let's go ahead and we'll check on our worker. Looks like they are about done. And something I realized with this sprayer also, we can go ahead and fertilize with it too, so we're not going to have to buy another fertilizer spreader. Yeah, looks like she's about done fertilizing that field. Must be Collins's wife, I don't know. Because I ain't married, that's for sure. So we'll go ahead and let her finish that. And while she's doing that, let's go ahead and we'll order up a harvester just in case if the bank comes by and takes all of our money before that happens, which I don't think will happen. But here we've got the harvester from the old implement pack. You know, kind of a nice vintage harvester to start off with. We'll go ahead and we'll get that, and we got the header for it. It's 6 meters, so you know, it's not bad. And the harvester itself will only hold 4250 liters, so not a lot, but it is better than nothing. And it doesn't take much horsepower to pull it at all, so our tractor will have no problem doing it. So once we have our tractor back from our worker, I'll pick that up. And maybe we can find somebody that needs the wheat. And right now it looks like we're not going to quite have enough to get our chickens. But yeah, we will. I can get the fenceless husbandries mod for $2,000 and it'll hold 150 chickens. Well, you can't be mad with that. So we'll go ahead, we'll place it Let's go ahead and we'll place it right here. Alright, maybe now they can actually start getting us some money with some eggs. So we'll go ahead, we'll have the store manager deliver right there. Oh, no, wrong button. We wanted big bags of wheat. We'll go ahead, we'll order 3 of them for the time being. Alright, look okay. We'll go ahead and we'll get the more expensive chickens. Even though they are more expensive, they will start reproducing right away. We'll go ahead, we'll start off with 25 of them. In 2 months we'll have another 25. So we'll check back in with them in just a minute. Alright folks, well, looks like our worker's done, so we'll go ahead, we'll fold this up. And since our grass field up there is only fertilized at 50%, we'll go ahead, we'll unload the herbicide from this, load up that liquid fertilizer, and go ahead and get to fertilizing that. But I'll do that off camera. But while you're still on camera, I'll go ahead and I'll go pick up the harvester and header and bring that back here. Hopefully our chickens are gonna be happy here. I mean, they don't have a fence, so you know, people pay more money for range-free eggs anyway. So we'll go ahead, we'll park this up right over here. And remember folks, please, if you could, like and subscribe to my channel. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. And if you really do enjoy the videos, turn on the notification icon so that way you get notified when I do post. Since I'm laid off of work, I will be posting more often now. And we'll also get into some other games. Won't quite be as long, but we'll get into some more. So let's go ahead, we'll hook up to this harvester here. Ooh, this looks a lot better than the one we got from our grandparents, don't it? A lot cleaner. Now this harvester, folks, if you remember, it's not the easiest to control. It does take some finesse to it. You've got to bring the harvester around. The header will hook up right on the passenger side there by that chute. So we just got to line up with it. And it is not the easiest to do. Oh. Alright, I got it. Now there is an invisible arm that sticks out that will, from the end of the header, that will sometimes catch on things. So it's not the easiest to transport, but you can transport it in 2 pieces if you want to, as the harvester and the header separately, but I just like to do it as one piece. Makes things a little bit quicker. So now while you folks are away, I'll fertilize that grass field to get it up to 100%. And on the next episode, we'll probably cut down some more trees to get some money and buy a new mower. And the mower I am looking at, it is another mod, and it is the Lizard GHC Avare. For $3,500, it cuts at 1.8 meters. But now what is nice about this is if you want to make it larger, you put this configuration on it, the design one, and you can hook one up on the left side and one up on the right side. Design 2 is just bigger back wheels. But so that's probably the mower we're going to go with, just a single one for right now until we get a little bit more money. So we'll go ahead and we'll park this up. Alright, we got that dropped. Alright, now I'll go ahead and I'll get that grass field fertilized. And remember, folks, please, if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out. So, until next time, this is SMW Simulations. I'll catch you on the flip side.